written December 30th, 2008, and it's called Triple Word Score. My wife Ann is one of those Scrabble players who regularly scores between 350 and 400 points in a two-player game. I am one of those Scrabble players who is lucky enough to break 150 without opening the dictionary to find out if the collection of mysterious glyphs laid out before me can somehow be assembled into a legal word that is more complicated than one you find in a Dick and Jane book. I do not provide even a nominal challenge, and where the average player would experience something akin to fun while playing the game, I experience only frustration. Yet she insists that we play together. Making words is fun, she says, oblivious to my failure to use all my letters even once in the decade we've been playing. But since she puts up with me describing everything in the world in RPG terms, for example, some asshole cast freezing cloud out there. Like, I thought I'd pick up some resist cold with all my trips to Seattle, but I just took 1d8 going 15 feet to the garage and back. And I keep failing my saves even though I'm back in the house. Give me a +5 Guinness. I can do is provide some companionship while she makes the Scrabble board and me her bitches. For several months I've been able to avoid the humiliation of putting my scrabular impotence on full display, but when she asked me to play last night after dinner, her breathtaking beauty illuminated only by the twinkle lights on our tree and the flickering glow of our fireplace, I failed to save versus charm and went directly to our game closet. I looked past games that would be fun for me to play. Battle War, Carcassonne, Guillotine, Awful Green Things from Outer Space, Uno, Sorry. Enslaved by her spell, my hands moved on their own and pulled Scrabble off the shelf and took it to the living room. Our dogs curled up on the floor next to us as we began to play. I drew an X. She drew an E. It was an unnecessary harbinger of things to come. She went first and instantly took a 20-point lead. I scored 7. Much better than usual. 4 or 5 turns later, she played sexy for a triple word score, and I never caught up. It was a blowout. I was Custer at Little Bighorn, Barrow at Kane, Broncos in Super Bowl 24. Local Seattle sports team reference. Remember that game? I know, right? That guy who we were like, he's going to be the sports baller, and then he was like, no, I'm overpaid, so my hamstrings. And then we were all like, but our rival team, they're here to play against us. I remember that one, Seattle. With about 20 tiles remaining in the bag, I saw a chance to draw within 40 points. On my tray, I had Q-I-E-E-B, after I played an ineffectual 2 letters for a humiliating 3 points. Okay, if I drew a T, an N, or an R, I could place the Q on a triple word score, build off the U in fugue, and make quiet, queer, or queen. Reached my hand into the bag. I pulled out the T. And I held my breath. From Murphy's Law of playing Scrabble with my wife is that, with roughly 85 potential places to play, she will play in the one place that fucks me. And put down 2 tiles, building off the F in fugue and blocking me. Oh, come on! Seriously! It's a bundle of sticks, she said. I know what it is! You couldn't have made WAG or TAG or NAG or HAG. I pointed to 4 of the approximately 85 potential places she could have played on the board. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to play in a different place? Because I'll get the same points. This is always how it is when we play games together. She isn't competitive, like at all. She is blissfully unaware of my anguish as I attempt to match her score. She doesn't know that if she doesn't double my score, I consider it a private moral victory. No, I said, I'll find another place to play. That will be 2 points. She recorded my score. I noted that she wasn't doubling it by 10 points and resolved to close the gap. I failed. With only a U and an I to play, I was down by over 100 points, and honestly, I just wanted the game to be over. Okay, I play the U here and I make bucks, she said. Rather, I said. Back up. We're going to fix this in post. Okay, 3, 2. Okay, I play the U here and I make bucks, I said. It's the take. What's bucks? She asked. Oh, you don't know? It's what it's called when you suck so hard at Scrabble that you just make up a word so the damn game can be over. It's like my wife kicked my ass so hard I just went for the bucks. She looked at me and slowly shook her head. I took the tile off the board and replaced it with the I. Vix? She said. Yeah, Vix is what it's called when you try to bucks and your wife cock blocks you. Well, I tried to bucks, but my wife totally vixed me. She looked at me again and laughed. I joined her. I concede. You are the ultimate master of Scrabble. She leaned over the board and kissed me. Thank you for playing with me, she said. I love you. I love you too. Aww. Our gaming philosophy is simple. It's not about winning or losing. It's about enjoying the time you spend while you're playing. This is why Anne puts up with my bucksing, and I keep coming back for more, and she vixes me.